What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and this is episode 3 of Minecraft Basic Training. So today I'm going to go over basic mobs and basic animals and what their point is. So let's start off with animals, because they're probably going to be the most useful to you. So starting off with the sheep, which we kind of went over in the first episode. Sheeps, when you kill them, they drop mutton. So this is what mutton looks like. It will drop this, and it will also drop wool. Now, wool can be used to craft a variety of things, such as carpet, beds, and banners. So they are very good for that. If you shear them, they give you wool. And they also drop mutton, which can be used for food, and it is very good food. And they are pretty common in most areas to find. So if you find a sheep, try and kill it and get at least 3 wool from... if you just kill a bunch of sheep and just try and get 3 wool, so you can craft a bed. Because a bed is very important in Minecraft. On to the next animal is the pig. Pigs are actually not too useful, but they do drop pork. Or pork chops when you turn into cooked pork chops if you cook the food. And if you also have a saddle, you can put a saddle on the pig and ride it if you have a stick on a carrot. So they're means of transportation and food, but they're harder to control than a horse if you do want to ride a horse. But a pig is definitely one of the most fun animals to ride, and it is also a good source of food. Not the best, but it is a good source of food. So if you find a pig, try and kill them and stash up on this, because it is some good food, because they're probably one of the most common animals to find. Up next, now we have the cow. Now cows can be used for a variety of things. If you have a empty bucket, you can simply click on them and not hit them, but just the other button, and then you can milk them, and then you will get a milk bucket. Now milk can be used for baking, or if you have a potion effect on, you can drink it and it will get rid of that potion effect. It can also, yeah, I said baking already. And yeah, you can't place it down or anything, but besides that, cows can also give you beef, which is equally as good as mutton. Gives you a bunch of food if you cook it and everything. And yeah, cows are also great. And another brother to the cow is the mushroom. Now, mushrooms are very similar to cows. They look almost identical. Oh, crap. Alright, I need to set this in the command block real quick. So, this is what a mushroom looks like. Very similar to a cow. And as the sheep, where you can shear it with shears and get some wool. You can also shear a mushroom, and then you'll get mushrooms, and it turns to a cow afterward. And and you can also milk it and get some milk too, so that's good. So yeah, mushrooms and cows, very awesome and super similar. And mushrooms are just awesome, and they're just moldy cows, because a mushroom's a type of fungi. It's actually, if you look in the description of this video, scroll down to the very bottom, you'll see a quote from me that says mushrooms are just moldy cows. Up next, we have a chicken. Now, chickens, when you kill them, they usually drop a chicken as long as they're adults. Very good source of food. Great for you. And they'll also drop eggs on the side. Every 10 minutes, they will drop an egg, which can be used for baking or throwing. This is what happens when you throw it. I guess they're not throwing for some reason. But yeah, they can also drop an egg and will look... Okay, it disappeared. But yeah, you can drop eggs, and the chickens will drop the eggs, and they're only really used for baking. But the meat that they drop is really good. Now we're going to go on to our basic mobs. So our first mob is a creeper. A little bit of history of the creeper. It is a failed version of the pig. They somehow messed up, and then they ended up keeping it into the game and properly coding it. So yeah, so what creepers do and drop is they drop this stuff called gunpowder. Now, what gunpowder can be used for is if you combine it with sand, you can make TNT to blow stuff up. And speaking of blowing stuff up, creepers, they blow up. What they will do is they will come up to you. If they see you, they'll come up to you, and they'll start going hiss, and then they'll go boom and blow up. And they do quite a bit of damage. So if you can, try and kill them and get them as far back as possible, because the further back they are, the less damage they'll do if they do end up blowing up. But if you kill them, they'll drop 0 to like 3 gunpowder. So yeah, gunpowder is useful for TNT, and can also be used, or has to be used in rockets, firework rockets. So you can use an elytra, which will be in a later video. Yeah, gunpowder is very useful. If you find creepers, try and kill them without dying. On to our next one is a zombie. Now, this is the most basic mob in Minecraft. They come up to you when you're within 1 block of you or 1 meter. They'll start trying to punch you and attack you and eat your brains. And when you kill them, they will drop rotten flesh. Now, rotten flesh is only good for one and one thing only: trading with villagers. Now, not all villagers will accept flesh to trade, but certain ones will. So if you can, stash up on a bunch of it because it's good for emeralds. But yeah, zombie, very basic mob. On to our next one, we have skeletons. Now, skeletons are our second most basic mob. What they will do is they have a bow and arrow, as you can see, and they are very ranged things. So if you can try and stay far, far back, they won't see you at all, and you can just hit them with a bow or get really up close and just run and jump and attack them. So skeletons drop bones. Now, bones can't really be used anything for themselves except for taming wolves. But if you take your bone and put it into a crafting table, you can turn it into bone meal, which can be used to grow plants quicker, like your crops or even tree saplings. So it is, yeah, bones can be very useful and easily obtainable. And sometimes skeletons will also drop their bow, and they will drop arrows too. So arrows are the easiest way to get us from killing skeletons. So if you need arrows, kill some skeletons. And sometimes they'll drop their bow. The last but not least is the Pillager. Now, this isn't a basic mob, but I want to add this in there because they're common. Not basic, but common. So if you see these weird stone brick and dark oak structures, those are called Pillager Towers. So you'll probably see these guys around. They're so annoying. They have crossbows and they shoot you. Just kind of bop. Yeah, they're very ranged, and they will chase you and hunt you down. They do a lot more damage than the skeleton. They just want to attack you. So if you can just try and stay away from them, then do that. But they only drop crossbows. Unless they have a banner above their head, then they will kill you. So these guys also kind of just walk around the Minecraft world trying to hunt for people. So just at all costs try and avoid these guys. And if you do get a banner, kill any of the guys with the banner, you'll most likely get something called Bad Omen, and that's when that drinking milk comes in handy. Because if you go near a village with Bad Omen, you will start a raid, and raids are very, very hard to do for a beginner at Minecraft, and even for a more experienced player, they can still be hard. So, yeah, just try and stay away from these pillagers. They're not fun. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys learned about all your basic, there's tons more, but I'm just saying basic. As you can see, all these animals dying in the background. I just didn't want them because they're so annoying, so I just did commands to get rid of them. But yeah, these are just your basic mobs and animals. So yeah, I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. Be very useful for beginners, and see you guys probably in another stream and or video. So goodbye, and part 4 for Minecraft basic training will be out next week.